Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my first ever commentary on World of Tanks. I'm here today with my T-71 light tank, but a little bit of history behind the T-71. It was an experimental light tank with an oscillating turret designed from 1950s through to 1953 to replace the M41 Walker Bulldog, but the armament was deemed ineffectual. But back to the game. Here the game has just started. I drive straight to the centre of the map, as does most light tanks in this game does on this map, and I do hope to do some spotting. And here I spot a Leopard, the German light tank, which is tier 5 I believe. I'm not very good with the German tanks, as I'm not really too keen on them. But yeah, here I spot the Leopard, and as soon as he is spotted, he immediately gets dispatched by my team. My team here did a brilliant job. They're by far one of the best teams I've had today. I spot the T-34 again here, and then drive off. The T-34 isn't a very good player, I might just add, so what might happen later to him is completely believable on today's teams on World of Tanks. Here I drove back up and spot him. Nope, I didn't spot him, sorry. I spot him in a minute, and there you go, he's spotted again. I then drive back up to this rock and then back around, trying to keep him spotted, and then I do exactly the same again, but come up on the other side to try keep him looking where I'm going. I then drive off back down towards the 2 line, and then I turn around because there's been a KV1 that's done a hero run straight down the centre of the map. I have no idea why he did that, but he did a pretty decent job. I then drive back up to this rock, and I decide to stop and do a little bit of sniping, because every time I've played this tank I seem to find that T-71 does a pretty decent job of sniping. It's got a relatively good gun, it's got pretty fast aiming time. I admit the reloading between the clips isn't very good, but other than that, it's got a 2-second reload between the actual rounds, but the clips is about 20 seconds. And as you saw there, the T-34 kind of drove straight in front of me when I had 2 rounds left in my clip. I had no idea what was going through his head when he did that, but he was completely oblivious to the scout right next to him. As you saw, he immediately got taken out by an ISU 152. I then spot a KV1S up on the hill, which I can get a couple of shots at, and I fire 3 shots at him, 1 into the side, 1 into his tracks, which is track seat, and then 1 into his front, and then he gets taken out. I then see that there is a Ferdinand side onto me, so I decide to put 2 shots into him. There's one which has set him alight, there's a second one which has actually killed him. And then I'll see a Black Prince down the road when I go down into the little ditch on the next to the railway tracks, or defilade as people like to call it. So I then put 2 shots into him and donk my 3rd shot. So there's 1, there's 2, and I tried to put 1 more in but missed. And then I decide to move up because he's been taken out by a teammate. I then, once I get down to their side of the railway crossing, I then spot a Dicamax on the hill. I then try to put a shot into him, but unfortunately I miss him by just slightly firing over his gun. And then when I fire on him, there's an E25 up here, which I put 2 shots into. There's 1, there's 2, and then I'll retreat off a little bit just in case that heavy British tank had a shot on me, and then drive forward so he immediately gets dispatched. And that's the end of the game. Thank you guys for watching. I'd like to see you soon. Thank you. And good